I want to bring up, because I'm going to link this below in the comment section, because I know people are going to have questions on secondaries. This is a general secondary list, common secondaries. So back to what we said earlier, Jason. If you made it to this point in the video and you're looking at this document, it's not, ooh, I have an ankle condition, now I can claim nerve damage. That's not it. The question to answer is, does your X stem from your Y? Just because it does for me, or it does for Jason, or it does for your mama, okay? It does not mean it does for you. You have to get evidence that is specific to you when looking at these secondaries. So here's ankle conditions. You'll see other foot conditions, knee, leg, basically bottom up is how that's going to go. Obesity here is a solid one for ankles, especially if you have a very severe ankle condition. The most common is going to be your ear conditions, right? Tinnitus, and looking at migraines, vertigo / dizziness. The VA will call that peripheral vestibular disorders. Then you have Meniere's, hearing loss, mental health, especially on the hearing loss side of the house. You could see how your anxiety would probably be spiking. You have symptom disorder. SSD, somatic symptom disorder. You have sleep apnea secondary to tinnitus. I have seen that. It's not rare, or it's not common. I wouldn't say it's rare. It's uncommon if there was a point between that. Your TMJs, your foot conditions, your hypertensions, knees. I did it by body system. The VA rates body systems. So your lower back, lumbar spine, you see migraines here. Mental health has a lot. You see some respiratory conditions, shoulders, sleep apnea. I took sleep apnea out of respiratory because it's, although it's similar, it's not the same, okay? And there are some secondaries that stem from sleep apnea that would not stem from rhinitis and sinusitis, so to speak, like hypertension would be one. Then we have the cervical conditions, so the back. You see the back up here, which is lower spine. Cervical is the upper spine, okay? And then we have wrist conditions down here. And then there's a note, and this is really what I don't want to show any of that. I'm going to speak on this note right here. This is the best way I like to explain secondaries is theoretically, Jason, any condition can be connected to any condition. Theoretically, that's the case, right? My lower back can cause my sleep apnea. The middle line there is, what's the evidence that says that is so, right? So any condition can be connected to any condition. However, there has to be a link connecting them, and it's not a, snapback. It's not the one size fits all. But I'm going to have this posted below in the comments. It is a good one-stop shop to say, hey, what are my secondaries? If you have a secondary that's not on here, definitely comment below. If you see one that's on Google that's not on here, definitely comment below. I'll add it. It'll take me 2 seconds to do that. But yeah, Jason, unless you have anything, that's all I have.
Yeah, it's the secondary thing is just huge. And, utilize the form, do your own Google searches, right, of this condition, secondary conditions, or common secondary conditions to that condition. And you'll also get information that way. For example, any sort of joint injury that you may have had could develop arthritis as a secondary condition. So arthritis typically will pay out more than the injured area, which is funny. So very important to keep your eye on that.